In 1970, $50,000 could buy you a 3-bedroom house, 2 brand new cars, a college education for your kids, and you'd still have $17,000 left over. In 2026, that same $50,000 barely covers a down payment on a house. Nothing else, just the down payment. The numbers behind this shift explain everything about why life feels impossible right now. Let's break down the actual math. First, some context. The average American household in 1970 earned about $9,800 per year. But we're using $50,000 for this comparison because it represents what a solid middle-class income could provide back then. This wasn't wealthy. This was a factory worker, a teacher, a tradesman, regular jobs. And here's what makes this important. This was one income supporting an entire family. One paycheck, one job. Now let's go shopping with that $50,000 and see what it could buy. Imagine you're a 30-year-old American in 1970. You've saved $50,000. Here's your shopping trip. Purchase one, a house. The median home price in 1970 was $23,400. That's less than half your money. You buy the house outright. No mortgage. You own it. You've purchased a 3-bedroom house and still have more than half your money left. But we're just getting started. Purchase two brand new cars. A 1970 Chevrolet Impala cost $3,450. Let's buy 2 of them. That's $6,900 for 2 brand new cars. You now own a house and 2 new cars. Still have almost $20,000 in the bank. Purchase 3, a 4-year college degree. The average tuition at a public 4-year university in 1970? $400 per year. Not $400,000. Not $40,000. $400. A complete bachelor's degree costs $1,600 total. Purchase 4, healthcare coverage. In 1970, most Americans had comprehensive employer-provided health insurance with minimal out-of-pocket costs. Annual medical expenses for a family averaged about $500. So with $50,000 in 1970, here's what you bought: a 3-bedroom house, 2 brand new cars, a 4-year college degree, and healthcare coverage. And you still have $17,600 remaining. That's enough for furniture, vacations, emergency savings, investments, everything. This was normal middle-class life in America. Now, let's try the same thing in 2026. It's 2026. You're 30 years old. You've somehow managed to save $50,000. Let's try to buy the same things. Purchase 1, a house. The median home price in the United States right now is $420,000. You have $50,000. A 20% down payment will require $84,000. You're $34,000 short. You can't even make the down payment. But let's say you use an FHA loan requiring just 12% down. You use your entire $50,000. Congratulations. You made a down payment and now have a $3,000 monthly mortgage. And you're completely broke. $0 for anything else. But you still need cars, college, and healthcare, right? Purchase 2 cars. The average new car in 2026 costs $48,000. You already spent everything on the house down payment. But even if you hadn't spent that money, one car costs almost your entire $50,000. To afford 2 cars in 2026, you need $96,000. 14 times more expensive than 1970. Purchase 3, college education. Remember that $400 per year tuition? Today, the average public university costs $11,260 per year, just for tuition. That doesn't include room, board, books, or fees. A 4-year degree now costs approximately $45,000 in tuition alone. Your entire $50,000 wouldn't cover college and books. Purchase 4, healthcare. The average American with employer-sponsored insurance pays over $8,000 annually in premiums and out-of-pocket costs. If you don't have employer coverage, you're looking at $400 to $800 per month just for premiums. That's nearly $10,000 per year before you see a doctor even once. 16 times more expensive. Here's what $50,000 buys you in 2026. Pick one: a house down payment with nothing else, or 1 year of college, or barely one new car, or 6 years of health care. Pick one. You get one of these things. In 1970, you got all of them, plus $17,000 left over. So what happened? How did we get here? This isn't just normal inflation. When you adjust for standard inflation, $50,000 in 1970 equals about $400,000 today. But here's the problem. The costs of housing, healthcare, and education have grown exponentially faster than general inflation. Housing costs have increased 4 times faster than wage growth. Healthcare costs have increased 6 times faster than wages. Education costs have increased 8 times faster than wages. Meanwhile, median household income has only doubled since 1970. The essentials have grown 4, 6, 8 times faster, but paychecks have barely doubled. And this created something economists call the two-income trap. In 1970, one income covered everything. One paycheck supported a family. Today, families need 2 incomes just to survive, both parents working. But here's the twist most people miss. Having 2 incomes doesn't actually make families better off. In many cases, the second income gets completely consumed by the cost it creates. Childcare, transportation, taxes. That's an entire topic on its own, covered in another video. But the bottom line is this. The American middle class isn't struggling because people are lazy or bad with money. The fundamental math of life has changed. What one income could achieve in 1970 now requires 2 incomes. And even that's not enough for most families. So what do you do about it? Look, there's no magic solution. The system has fundamentally changed, and we're not going back to 1970. But here's what you can control. First, understand the real numbers. Stop comparing yourself to what your parents could afford. It's not the same game. Second, focus on your savings rate, not your total income. A family earning $60,000 and saving 15% is building more wealth than a family earning $120,000 and saving nothing. Third, be strategic about the big 3: housing, healthcare, and education. These 3 expenses will make or break your financial future. Everything else is just noise. And fourth, educate yourself. That's why this channel exists.
Let's look at the data presented here.
The game has changed,
This shows a
but
clear
that doesn't
upward
mean you
trend,
can't win.
which means our
You just need
strategy
to
is
understand the
working
new
exactly
rules.
as planned.
If this breakdown helped you understand why life feels harder today, hit that like button. It tells YouTube to share this with more people. And subscribe to Tom Invest for more data-driven breakdowns